Hey, what's up everyone? It's Rich. Alright, welcome to my spoilers review for Wonder Woman. And let's get freaking started. Let's freaking get started. So, first and foremost, we start at Themyscira. By the way, I didn't mention this in my review, but man, I would love, and I've been hearing about this throughout the whole internet, that the section of freaking Themyscira in the movie, which is basically the first 20-30 minutes of the whole movie, was amazing. I want a spin-off off of those characters. Robin Wright did an amazing job. Connie Nielsen did an amazing job. Let's see the beginnings of Wonder Woman. Let's see all of that fleshed out more. Freaking, I want a movie about the Amazons. Freaking do it. Let's freaking do it. So this whole movie revolves around, you know, Steve Trevor finding Themyscira, and then basically takes off from there. And this actually happens in the freaking, again, like I said, the first 30 minutes, and then you take off. You're off the island, and you're off to the real world in London, and the story goes on. There's a lot of stuff that I do want to mention. Obviously, there's one scene that I guess I missed it because I went to the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom. This is actually the very first time I went to a bathroom in a very long time while the movie's playing, and I'm kind of disappointed that I freaking missed it. But there's, I guess, a scene where she buys an ice cream, and I'm just like, I missed that scene. That's awesome, because that's how it was. That's how it is, and that's who Wonder Woman is, even in her own movie, the Wonder Woman animated movie. Also in the Justice League animated series, she loves ice cream. Wonder Woman loves ice cream, and so I can't believe I missed that freaking scene. And I'm pretty sure that was the scene when I freaking left. Anyways, a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so also this movie actually starts off in the present day. And we see here a letter from Bruce Wayne saying, hey, here, look, I think this is the original image, I believe. I believe that's what it says. I've only seen the movie once, so it's kind of, you know, it's not fresh off my mind, but, you know, I'm quite forgetful sometimes. So, but basically it was a letter from Bruce Wayne saying, here's the image. I believe it is the original image. I want you to tell your story whenever you want, or whenever you're free, or whatever the hell. And anyway, and that's where, you know, we go back to Themyscira and we learn about all the Amazons, which is freaking great. But the one thing is that they freaking captured who Wonder Woman is, man. Like, the way she fights in this movie was just amazing. And woo, the freaking lasso. I thought the lasso was great. I like the use of the lasso, the fact that, you know, it forces you to tell the truth, but also the way she goes about and freaking whipping people and just using it as an actual weapon what's freaking it's amazing. It was freaking amazing. And with that too, the fighting here is top notch. I mean, it's Wonder Woman, but like I said in my review, we've kind of seen all of them in the trailers, and this is why I don't like watching a lot of trailers. I think it would have popped more if I didn't see a lot of those, but I did, so it's like, I've seen it already. Besides that, seeing it again on the bigger screen is just, it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. But once we get to London, you know, the story takes off. You have Sir Patrick David Thewlis, as basically, in the end, he's revealed that he's actually God of War. He's Ares, right? And that actually Wonder Woman and Ares are actually brothers, or uncle, or brothers, I forget. But anyways, and that you find out that Diana is the God Killer, not the actual sword itself. Which in some cases, I kind of already knew that she was gonna be the God Killer. It's predictable in that way. You're like, oh, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be the sword. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be her. And lo and behold, it is her. It wasn't the sword. It's her. She's the God Killer. She's freaking Wonder Woman. And at the end act, the third act of this movie, where especially when Steve Trevor dies, guys, he dies! He freaking dies! Steve Trevor dies, and when he dies, the emotions that Gal Gadot has as Wonder Woman is off the charts. And when that happened, she goes ape shit. Holy mother effing Christ, this is, woo! She's there just fucking knocking people out, freaking. I'm gonna assume they're all dead, but I don't really care. She's like, bah, F you, you guys killed the one guy that I had feelings for. Fuck you, Wonder Woman, And she was just going ape shit on everyone, and man, oh man, it's one of those things where this is a coming of age story also. Like, she's figuring out who she is, and once she figured out that she's a God Killer, and she releases all that power. Man, she just leveled up, and I can only imagine that she's gonna level up some more, maybe in the sequel. And whoo, because we all know, or if you don't know, in the comics, she can actually beat Superman, and Superman's hard to beat, especially when he's up here, when he's on his A game and he goes all out too. Superman is hard to beat. But Wonder Woman can actually defeat Superman. So it just tells you the power levels of the true power levels of what she can accomplish, what she's capable of. But man, she goes apeshit on Ares, and then whoo, done and done after that. Also, I love the team. I love Steve Trevor's team. You know, you have Samir, you have I'm forgetting the dude. The Irish dude, I believe, and then you have the Chief. Man, the team itself was just there. Again, the chemistry, the whole chemistry between the team, Steve Trevor and Gal Gadot and everyone else, it's just amazing. This movie is just great. What else? There's a few more things in this movie that I do want to talk about. Wow, I can't really think of anything else to talk about. Man, this spoilers review is gonna be pretty short. What else is there that really a big spoiler thing? Wow, is that it? Is that really it? That I thought I was gonna have more stuff to say, but I guess not. Oh, I do want to talk about No Man's Land. That was a very powerful scene when she finally goes up there. Again, you saw that in the trailer, but man, seeing it in the movie was just a whole different experience in and of itself. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. But yeah, like I said in my review, this movie is a very powerful movie. There's a lot of clever lines in this movie. There's a clever line that I thought, I was like, man, it was Steve Trevor when he was when he was pretty much getting recuperated while he was in the sauna in Themyscira. You know, he was talking about how he talks about his dad, and he goes. His dad says, and there's two things that you can do, is that you can either do something about the war or you can do nothing. And he goes, well, you know, I've tried nothing. And that's why he became a British spy. And I thought that was very powerful. It's like saying, just like, look, if you want to do something in life, you better go do it. Or not do it because you don't want to do it. And if you've tried not doing it already, well, why not try the other side, right? I thought that was very powerful. Also, in part of the third act, Steve Trevor's like, not all people are good. I thought it's so impactful and so powerful. It's especially with how the story progresses, right? Where Diana and Wonder Woman, she's so inclined to end this war, to kill Ares and end the war, and she just wants peace. But then it's so hard to get that, especially with all these other manipulative people who's just influencing all these bad things to people. It's just like, holy crap, she wants to end the war, but she can't. Well, she can, but at the same time, there's other people that wants to keep the war going. It's a very good dynamic of the yin and the yang, and I thought that they pulled it perfectly in this movie, masterfully, if anything. But not only that, this movie's very masterfully done. I thought this movie's very hopeful and inspirational also, and it's one of those things where, like, it's funny to see Wonder Woman basically is the Superman of this whole, the Superman of this whole DCEU, and Superman can't even be the Superman that we want him to be. Yes, there is that argument that in the Man of Steel, and this is my argument, that he's technically not Superman because he wasn't. Let's be clear, he wasn't Superman. But I love the fact that, look, if there's one other superhero that can do that, it's Wonder Woman. Also, there's another thing that I just remembered. I love the little Easter egg where they were in the alleyway and frickin' and you actually see this in the trailer also, but she blocks the bullet with her metal gauntlet bracelet here, and that was kind of similar to how in the Christopher Reeve Superman, he catches the bullet and pretends like, he not dead but just like fainted. Again, very similar to Christopher Reeve Superman. So if you haven't seen Christopher Reeve Superman, treat yourself and go watch that movie, because that movie is the quintessential Superman movie that everyone still talks about, and well deserved so, because Richard Donner directed the hell out of that movie, and that is a Superman that people know and love, and that's why when people saw Man of Steel, they were kind of turned off by it because they weren't used to the Superman now. But I think we'll be getting that, hopefully, with Diana's hopefulness for the world, we'll get that in Man of Steel 2. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about Wonder Woman. I also like the fact when they were going shopping for clothes, that she kind of had this, Clark Kent vibe to her when she wore that outfit that she was wearing. Then she puts on the glasses. I was like, what? That's basically Clark Kent. There you go. Yeah, she's Superman, but she's called Wonder Woman. So I thought that was great. Again, the ice cream scene that I mentioned on my review, or actually just earlier too. She loves ice cream, guys. She loves ice cream. I can't believe I missed that freaking scene. So that's great. I haven't even seen it, but I know it's great. Kind of disappointed that Steve Trevor died because I want more Chris Pine, man. He did an amazing job in this movie. But I think it's good. It progresses Wonder Woman's character to where she will be going soon in the future, and from the talks of it seems like they're taking a little note off of and you know, coincidence or not, it's basically they want Wonder Woman 2, the sequel, to be on the modern times, like today. So it's basically kind of what they're doing with, or what they already did with Captain America, Cap 1, World War II, Cap 2, Winter Soldier, present day, right? So pretty much that's what they want to do. All I want is that the creative team, everyone from that creative team, back. Boom! Then you have your Wonder Woman 2 sequel. There you go. Oh, also, here's the thing. In terms of villains, like I said in my review, the villain he was an archetypal villain. But I'm not much of a Wonder Woman fan in terms of I didn't really read a lot of Wonder Woman. And on top of that, I don't know, she doesn't really have a lot of great villains. You know, the two, or actually three, actually four for me. From the top of my head, the four superheroes that I know that has a great rogues gallery is Spider-Man, The Flash, Superman, and Batman. Those are the four that I can pull from the top of my head that has the amazing rogues gallery, amazing villains. That pops also. Wonder Woman doesn't really have that. The one I know that's also back and forth with her is not only Ares, but Cheetah. Cheetah is the one that I know very well. That's her basically. That's basically her Joker in a sense, you know. So there's that. That's really, honestly, that's the only one I know. I mean, yes, there's also God of War. There's Ares also, but other than that, I don't know much about Wonder Woman's rogues gallery, and so there's only so much you can pull from her villains, and that's the thing. That's why in this movie, you know, Ares wasn't a weak villain. It was more just like he didn't really have to do a lot. He didn't have much to do, and so it kind of, he's perceived that way. You know, that's what we take in when we see Ares. Like, I don't think he was weak, but he just didn't have a lot to do. Also, I love the fact that she can like freaking just jump. I mean, she's Wonder Woman, right? She can leap tall buildings and all that shit, but from what I know, she can actually fly. So I hope that's another level that I was talking about in my review, I believe, or I maybe even here. I'm forgetting because I'm shooting this back to back, guys. So there you go. Secrets revealed. Anyways, if there's a way for her to exceed her you know, powers now, then hopefully in the future she's gonna be flying, because I know that she can fly. So, but she didn't fly here, so there you go. But also, where's the invisible jet? But guess what? If we go to the future, she can have, or the present day, as of like right now, she can have her invisible jet. That would be awesome. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for the most part. Like I said, story was good. Our story was great, actually. Again, a lot of clever lines. I thought there's a lot of clever lines in this movie. Very humorous. Quite funny movie, but also fun movie. Action didn't pop as much just because we saw most of it in the trailers. But man, this movie's amazing. This movie's great, and I know I rated it in my review as 8.5, but I think when I watch this more and more and more, it might even go up. It's one of those movies I feel like that you're gonna take so much away from it, and every time you watch it, you just fall in love with it more. There's a lot of movies that are like that, and I think this is gonna be one of those movies for me personally. You know, I scored 8.5, but I'll tell you right now, man, if I keep watching this movie, it might go up. So as of right now, it's 8.5, but it's an amazing movie. It's a great movie. I thought it did. Okay, I don't want to say it didn't. It did what Captain America didn't do, because what Cap did in his movie, he did it perfectly. It was a good movie, but this is a better movie than that, in my opinion. But man, it's just. Also, one thing I didn't mention in my review is that when they were talking about Ares and the gods and all that stuff, I thought the animations, for some reason, it kind of had this, you know, Renaissance art form or art what am I trying to say? The artwork based, there you go, the artwork, that's what I was trying to say, the artwork, but it was done in very animated-esque, like moving pictures in a way, you know, but the Renaissance looking artwork I thought was just great, and it added a little bit more layer to it, because, you know, when we see these godlike figures, for the most part, though, that kind of artwork is what we see them as, and seeing that and just having it animated a little bit was perfection. I thought that was amazing. Oh, and also, last but not least, and this does not concern Wonder Woman, but this is more on the DC, overall DC. I love the fact that they did something with the DC logo, and they showed all the heroes and all the pantheons of amazing heroes, and then they go to DC logo. Freaking amazing. They should keep doing that. Thank you, DC. We got one. Like I said before, we got one. We got one. And now I just hope that, you know, we keep continuing this with Justice League. So anyways, Wonder Woman. I think there's nothing else. I think I talked about it more. Yeah. So that's that, guys. I think if I missed anything, it's fine. You know, we can start a conversation down below in the comments. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Let's talk about Wonder Woman. What's your guys' favorite scene? Favorite line, favorite dialogue in the scene, maybe some gripes here and there. Let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching my spoilers review. I guess it is a review. Yeah, it's a review. Yeah. And once again, you awesome people, thank you guys for watching. Click that like button if you do like this. Please subscribe also if you want more content from me. Thank you so much for the support. And I will see you guys next time. And I think the next time will be next week, obviously. But yeah, that is it, folks, for my spoilers review of Wonder Woman. I am Rich. And I am out. Remember, stay awesome, my friends.